Hey everybody, before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that we have a Facebook page if you want to join our community, and also if you want to send us stories, we have an email, info.wwv2023@gmail.com. Again, if you have stories, comments, concerns, or just want to be a part of the show, info.wwv2023@gmail.com. Thanks. Let's get back to the show. Everybody, welcome back to
Weird
World
Variety.
Are you watching with your ears?
And please tell me you're still weird.
I hope we're still weird. Are y'all still weird?
We definitely are still weird.
We're definitely weird. We're a bunch of weirdos in here. What you got for me today, Jess? You look like you want to say something.
So, yes. Have you ever, just throwing this out there, have you ever seen a cat play fetch?
No, not necessarily. Are we talking like dragging dead body? I mean, it is Halloween, so is he dragging dead bodies around?
She actually, and no, I did not train her to do that, sadly.
Let's keep it clean. It's a family show.
She loves bread ties.
Bread ties?
Yeah, I take a tie off a bag of bread and throw it across the room.
Like the twisty ties?
Twist ties, yeah.
Oh, dude.
She'll get so excited.
Nostalgia.
When I throw a bread tie, she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go get it."
That's like,
and she'll bring it back to me.
She'll fetch bread ties.
And she'll pick it up with her mouth and then just nonchalantly jump on my chest or something.
That is
here you go, Dad.
Unique. That is unique. I've never heard of
a cat. And then she'll just stare at me until I pick it up and throw it again.
I've never.
She'll sometimes like swipe a paw at my face, just like, "Hey, you gonna do something?"
So in other words, like her twisty tie is like a dog's bone or something.
Yeah, pretty much. I have a literal cat dog. Yeah.
A cat dog. Yeah. Did you ever watch that show growing up?
That was one of my favorite shows.
Cat Dog?
In childhood, yep.
Nickelodeon, right? It was
Cat
Nickelodeon,
dog,
right?
Cat, yep.
Was it Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon?
I'm pretty sure it was Nickelodeon.
Okay. I remember watching, and when I was a kid, when I got injured,
When you got injured?
Yeah, so like, okay, short story. I was at my friend's house, and we were jumping on the trampoline, right? Well, it was a hot day, it was summer, and we had this idea to go get some super soakers. Do you remember super soakers? I can't say.
Super soakers. I don't remember super soakers.
Super soakers.
But I do remember super soakers.
Super soakers, yes. You remember the water guns back in the day? Remember how dangerous they used to get? Like you would have a backpack super soaker back in the day, and they didn't worry about kids' laws.
Actually. I was raised under a rock, so I did not get to use those.
Well, they had these crazy water guns back in the day, so we were like, "Oh yeah, let's get one." Right? Problem. They're in his garage, and we were going back and forth between the trampoline, and I think he had a swimming pool out. I don't remember, or he had a hose or a sprinkler system. It was a hot day.
Did you find the solution?
The guns were in his garage, so we had to go through the garage to go get them. He had the garage door open. I slipped.
You slipped?
Yes. It was water. It was wet. I slipped, and my knee went right into the garage metal track.
That sounds delightful.
Oh, it was wonderful. Yeah. So they had to long story short, they had to take me to the hospital. And I had to get stitches, right?
You can't have fun with a little pain, right? Without a little pain.
What this has to do with Nickelodeon was when I went to go get stitches, I was a kid at the time, so they let me watch TV while they were doing it. And I got to watch Rocket Power.
Oh, dude,
I
think I watched Rocket Power a lot, too. Actually.
That was one of my favorite shows as a kid because I love skateboarding, I love rollerblading, and Rocket Power was just one of those shows where all the kids just seemed really cool to me. like because I was a kid and I was about that
Dude.
age.
I don't think you have to be a kid to love blading and whatnot, though, because I've been tempted to buy some blades lately.
Yeah, we need some like adult blades, like the really fast ones, the bigger wheel ones.
We might hurt ourselves, but I mean,
It'd be worth it.
Totally worth it.
If we do hurt ourselves, audience, we will record it and put it on Facebook, and it should be hilarious. You guys will get some AFV clips out of our antics. Actually, we
will hear those.
We should put more of our behind the scenes stuff on Facebook so that people can see our nutty lives. Some of the crazy stuff that we go through.
What kind of nuts we talking about? Cashews, pecans,
mixed. I like the mixed.
Mixed nuts.
Yeah.
We are a
salted
mixed
and roasted
duo of nuts in this place.
Salted and honey
salted.
roasted.
You were salty when you hit your knee against the garage door.
I was salty. I was majorly salty. Dude, I was like in so much pain, and there's still like 2 scars that I have from it still to this day, from falling into the garage.
Badge of honors right there, like
mark of honor.
This is what happened. I will never forget.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so speaking of which, we got a lot to get to today, Jess. And let's hit our first topic and let's work our way through this. We are in spooky season, so we got a lot coming up. Yeah.
Ooh. Let's do it in unison.
All right, let's hit it. All right, so speaking of spooky season, we like to play spooky games. We like to watch spooky movies. Well, we have an update that may affect all of that. You remember a couple shows ago?
A couple times ago.
Well, yeah, a couple shows ago. We've talked about this quite a few times. So, a couple shows ago, we talked about the actors' strike and what was going on with that, right?
Yeah, but we didn't know hardly anything about it.
We didn't know anything. They were just entering talks. We have an update. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this update does not sound good.
How's that funny?
It's funny.
Supposed to be serious, bro.
Okay, it's funny and half serious. I don't know. It's a lot of hearsay going on and a lot of disagreements. You guys can decide for yourself. This article is from Vanity Fair. And they have just a small update. Nobody's getting really anywhere with the talks, but they have a small update. And it includes A-list actors like George Clooney, Emma Stone, and Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry blew my mind.
Some of this might be rumors. Take it with a grain of salt. I don't know. But let's get into this. Do you want to read the first one?
Yeah. Sure. Why not? Just the first, like the top of it?
No. Go down to where it says A-listers.
Okay. A-listers are getting involved in the SAG-AFTRA strike. Per Deadline, George Clooney met with his union leaders on Tuesday to discuss what happened when negotiations broke down between SAG-AFTRA and the AMPTP on Wednesday, October 11th. So we're a little behind, I guess, but Clooney reportedly spoke with SAG-AFTRA President Fran Drescher and Chief Negotiator Duncan Crabtree Ireland over Zoom about why negotiations fell apart between the studios and the Actors Union. Clooney has been particularly involved in the strike, donating $1 million to the SAG-AFTRA Foundation earlier this summer. Per Deadline, other A-listers including Emma Stone, Ben Affleck, and Tyler Perry were also present for the meeting. The actors were reportedly most interested in discussing the revenue-sharing proposals the SAG-AFTRA negotiating committee put before the AMPTP and the 4 studio chiefs. Discovery's David Zaslav, Netflix's Ted Sarandos, NBC Universal's Donna Langley, and Disney's Bob Iger, who were present at the October 11th meeting.
Now that is a lot of important people in one meeting.
That's a mouthful, dude.
Yeah, it is. The other thing is, yes, this took place October 11th, but I believe this article was updated less than 22 hours ago.
Well, just a little over a week.
Yeah. So, we're just now getting this information.
We're just
all right.
seeing it, at least.
In a statement, SAG-AFTRA confirmed that the meeting took place, but would neither confirm nor deny who attended the meeting. Okay. We meet with members of all profiles every day and won't be commenting on those private conversations, said a union spokesperson. Yeah, it's a private meeting, but it just affects half of our entertainment industry. No big deal. On October 11th, the AMPTP announced that it suspended conversations with the actors union, saying that the gap between the AMPTP and SAG-AFTRA is too great and conversations are no longer moving in a productive direction. Now, this is a longer article. You guys can read the rest of it. There's more details going on. The amount that the rumors are going around saying that they're discussing is over $800 million a year. Then the actors union said that number is false. There's a lot of back and forth on this. I don't think we're going to get any kind of definition of what's going to happen next. But let's just say that they're still in disagreement and nothing's going through. So this strike could be happening for quite a while. And it could involve a lot of our movies and our games and our entertainment. So, I was joking with my family the other day, Jess. I was saying, you know what? You better get used to the classics because the classics are going to be around for a while. And we might have to watch some reruns. Rerun season. So keep an eye out if you're...
I do that right now anyway, though.
If your favorite... That's true.
I watched Naruto Shippuden way too much, probably. But I don't care.
Yeah, I like reruns, man. It's not bad. I like the classics. But keep an eye out if your favorite movies or games get delayed. Now you know why, because these are still in talks. They're not agreeing on anything. Doesn't look like they're going to have an agreement soon. So that could affect a lot of our entertainment. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to say on that. You got anything else on that?
Just what I said already, Tyler Perry's name. Seeing Tyler Perry's name in there surprised me because he's usually making his own stuff,
That's true. That is kind of surprising. But, with the Actors Guild, that's going to involve a lot of important people. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. Speaking of entertainment, let's head into our next section. I think you're going to like this one. All right, speaking of things to do during spooky season, one of the things I like is to eat. And I don't know about you, but I love my food.
I hardly ever see my feet because of my gut. If that'll answer your question.
You are one healthy man, sir. You are one healthy man. We are going to discuss the 50 foods each state is known for. This ought to be kind of fun because we're gonna browse through. This is by spoonuniversity.com. We're gonna browse through and talk about each state's foods and what they're known for.
We're gonna taste test.
So I'm gonna do the first 5 here, and then Jess, you'll do the next 5, and then so on and so forth. Let's do it. All right. So first up, I think this is in alphabetical order. Looks like
food.
Alabama. Apparently, I can't talk. Apparently, Alabama is known for cheese grits. I've never been a grits man myself.
I'm not even sure I've had regular grits, but cheese grits sounds pretty good because cheese goes with just about
cheese
anything.
Might be a little bit better. I know that grits is bland, so I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that kind of.
That's why I needed cheese.
That's why I needed cheese, right? Alaska salmon.
Ugh.
I do like my fish. Jesse does not.
Ugh.
I would eat some Alaskan salmon.
Dude, I was forced to eat salmon when I was a kid. They were just cruel. Like, you're going to sit there and eat it. You got to sit there for 8 hours till you eat that salmon.
It's especially a unique taste because if you don't like that fishy taste, it's humongous torture.
I was stubborn. I ended up sitting at the table forever until they just got sick of seeing me sit there. Like, nah, get out of here. All right.
Who was a stubborn kid?
I win, and I was like, I win. I gotta eat it.
Arizona, Mexican food, tacos, burritos, nachos. I love my tacos. Tacos is good.
Taco. I just saw a funny taco commercial I don't know if it was actually real, but it had 3 actors in it, like Bill Hader,
Might have been. I don't know.
and 2 other guys.
You know, Taco Bell.
They've been
like
putting
out weird
Taco
commercials.
Nightmare commercial. They were talking about tacos, and then they're like, "But wait, there's more." And each time they're like, "Hold on, we'll add another layer of tortilla, meat, cheese." Like, it ended up being like 7 layers or more, and by like layer 5, the guy's like, "Can I eat it yet?"
Yeah, can we stop talking about it? Can
Taco
I eat
Nightmare. And I was like,
Oh, here's one that I would like. Arkansas cheese dip.
cheese.
I mean, you can't beat a good cheese dip.
You
bro,
know, when people
especially on
ask
game
me
day.
what my favorite food is, you know what I say? Cheese.
Cheese.
I say cheese now because, I mean, that's...
That's definitely an American thing.
Really?
California, not surprising, In-N-Out.
The heck is an In-N-Out?
In-N-Out is a burger joint. I went to one when I was out in California, and I loved it. It was delicious. It's burger and fries. It's pretty much what it is.
Oh, okay.
And it's pretty good. Colorado beef enchiladas. Do you like an enchilada, Jess?
I might have. Yeah. Beef? Yeah, I don't see why not.
Beef enchiladas?
I
I like
see why
beef
wouldn't.
and chicken enchiladas. Both of them are pretty good. I think they're decent. For sure.
Oh, man, the Connecticut New Haven pizza doesn't even have a picture.
They
least not on-
failed.
At least not on my screen.
Yeah, I don't see a picture either.
What in the world? It
What?
only has utensils.
Connecticut. Come on.
What is going on here?
Nah, it could be just the site. You know, New
Let's
Haven
see what
pizza.
it says. What kind of pizza? It doesn't even say the toppings or anything either. What the heck, dude?
Okay, everyone loves a good slice, but our friends at Connecticut swear by New Haven pizza. Well, I got to go try it now because I haven't had
We
New
don't
Haven
know what
pizza.
it is.
I got to go try it. And watch I get there. It's just some
Delaware
some
chicken?
mystery story.
Chicken, like, why is Delaware?
Delaware
Chicken.
chicken? I don't know.
Like,
Breakfast, chicken. Lunch, chicken. Dinner, you guessed it, chicken. Once you go chicken, you never go back. And Delaware is killing the chicken game. That's what it says.
what those chickens do to Delaware, though, is what I want to know. Like, they bark too much. That's what happened.
Now, this next one, I would try immensely. This looks delicious. Go ahead.
Cuban food? Florida. I don't know. It looks pretty gross to me.
I think it looks good. I think I would definitely try it.
What is that? Black beans on rice? What?
Yeah, it looks like to me it looks like a Caribbean dish. I think there is like
To me, it looks
there's
like
some sort of meat there, chicken or pork. or
somebody
whatever.
scraped a bunch of leftovers onto a plate.
They're trying to be fancy, bro.
I mean, the onions are
okay. The picture doesn't.
they're trying to be fancy.
Let's put it on. The picture doesn't do it justice. All right.
the
picture doesn't do it justice.
No, not at all.
How about the next one?
Georgia peach cobbler.
There is some good peaches in
You know
Georgia,
me.
bro.
I love peaches.
I love peaches. I think Georgia peach cobbler, definitely all about it. That would be.
Just peaches in general.
I know. They're good.
Very
They're
good.
delicious. And the next one, not so much.
Hawaii spam.
Why? Hawaii, you're slacking.
What?
Why are you known for spam?
Why is that counting?
Can any of our audience in Hawaii tell us why spam is a thing? Spam, I can't.
It's so
even,
gross.
ugh.
It's like it's the nastiest ham ever.
I don't even know if I would eat it if it was the last thing on earth. To
Like,
be honest,
I don't know.
I don't know.
If you have the choice between spam, grass, and nuclear radiation, I mean,
guess if you need it to survive, but
spam. Yes. You know what? I would. I'm gonna love that spam
I would be
more than I ever did before.
I'm more for the next one. Idaho potatoes.
Potatoes. I practically
potatoes.
live on potatoes.
Like everything I do involves potatoes. French fries, tater tots, breakfast, lunch,
Chips.
dinner. Oh my gosh.
I practically live on chips. I might as well be a potato.
Do you think that's just an American thing though? Just potatoes? Like I know that
Irish? No. 100%. I mean, they're like beer and potatoes.
that's
so-
more of a stereotype though. I
No.
mean,
No, that's
they do like
100%
the
accurate.
potatoes, but
Potatoes
that's
is
definitely a
100%
stereotype.
accurate.
Illinois meat. It just says meat.
Meat. That's real helpful.
Illinois
Meat.
What
but
is
it's got
going
a picture,
on?
But it's got a picture of bacon, so I'm gonna assume
Whoever did
bake.
this
Oh yeah, lusting over bacon, sausage, and so much more.
over this article, whoever did this article, you are slacking.
Meat madness.
Indiana sugar cream pie. That looks good
sugar.
and also looks like diabetes. Look at that
Diabetes
thing.
on a plate.
Diabetes.
I have diabetes.
It looks like sugar on top of sugar.
Is that
with
guy
more
still
sugar.
alive? Is that guy still alive? I haven't seen his commercial for a while.
I don't know. I haven't seen him around.
What was his
in a while.
name? It's in my head. I just can't speak it.
I don't remember if he passed away or not, or if he's still alive. He might be.
Oh man, that's gonna bug me until I
Yeah, you're gonna have to look that up now.
I hate when I do that to myself.
There, you want me to look it up?
Yeah, can you? Just to set my mind at ease.
We're going on one of our tangents.
Hang on,
here.
guys. I gotta know this guy's name. I have diabetes.
It is commercial guy.
Oh.
Where
I'm awful, I know, but I mean,
Aw.
comes with the territory.
No, he died in 2020 at age 85.
What was his name?
Wilford
Brimley.
Yeah.
I remember now.
Wilford Brimley. Anthony Wilford Brimley.
He had one of them iconic voices, though.
He really did. It was like a radio voice. That's why that commercial was so good.
He was almost like James Earl Jones status right there, dude, with his like recognizable voice.
That's why that commercial was so good. He had such a good radio voice.
You know who I also miss? Billy Mays, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
But wait, there's more.
There's more.
That was one of the best, dude.
That dude was born, Wilford was born in 1934. So, yeah, he was age 85 when he died. Dang. All right. Sorry, moving on. All right. So, not to be on a downer note, Iowa, corn on the cob.
Wilford Brimley will be missed. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. R.I.P. Wilford Brimley.
Corn on the cob. Wait.
For
Why
Iowa.
I was thinking more like Ohio.
Ohio,
Maize.
and you know how much corn on the cob there is in Indiana and Ohio alone. Both of our states, both of our states have so much corn. We even have sweet corn festivals, bro. That's so crazy. All right, Kansas. bread. Get your bread up, bro. I don't know.
What? That's even more plain than meat. Like
I don't know.
What?
This
Oh, jeez.
This next one seems stereotypical. Kentucky
fried chicken, of course. Like
Kentucky fried chicken. Now, to be fair, Kentucky is the home of KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and that's where it started. So,
I'd like to see the Colonel.
The Colonel. Can I have the Colonel come to my birthday
What are
party?
you talking about? He did. Mr. Sanders.
Now, this next one I can't say I've had. Louisiana crawfish.
I've
never had
crawfish for people.
I've caught them.
But I haven't eaten them because I just couldn't stomach it. Like
it just doesn't seem that appealing to me. I know some people like them.
Dude, it's gonna make my stomach. It's gonna make me.
I don't know.
I feel like puking talking about it, but.
Now, this next one my family likes.
Oh, dude.
Maine.
More
lobster.
Seafood. Oh.
Lobster.
This page
and Maine is known for it, too.
This page is almost making me sick.
That's true. How about the next one?
Oh. More again. Crab.
Maryland.
Crab,
Following
Maryland.
with the seafood. Crab.
Okay, are we almost done with that seafood? No, of course not.
No. It's Crabby, Maryland.
Let's
Massachusetts. Chowder.
Let's speed through that, please.
No. We're not speeding through that.
Next.
No, we're not speeding through that. Massachusetts is clam chowder. I know a lot of people that like clam chowder. I know a lot of people that like crab.
I hate you.
And I know a lot of people that like lobster. You're the only one that doesn't like seafood here, so we're not speeding through it.
But I'm the co-host, so
I don't care. You're fired. Michigan.
No, I'm not.
Cherries.
Disregard that. I know y'all like listening to me.
Cherries. Now it says cherries, but it also says cherry pie, so it could be either one for Michigan. I didn't know they were famous for that. To be honest, I had no clue
that you were in love with seafood so much to the point where
I didn't say I love seafood.
you would marry a lobster.
I wouldn't marry a lobster. I definitely would not.
I'm starting to wonder now.
too many claws, bro. Minnesota tater tots. You like tater tots?
Oh, potato. I mean, it's
Potato,
a potato. It's a
yeah.
form of potato.
You know,
Asking me if I like tater tots is like asking you if you like music.
You know who has a good tater tot is Taco John's. Not Taco Bell, Taco John's.
Taco John's.
Yep.
Where's Taco John's?
There's one in southern Ohio, and I think they have one out west. I want to say out west. I'm not sure.
You've been in Ohio too long, buddy.
Too long. Mississippi.
Biscuits and gravy.
And gravy. Biscuits and gravy. You know what? That's a good breakfast. I'll give it that. That's a good breakfast thing. So yeah, my family's always down for some biscuits and gravy. I can understand that.
I ate some here. What was that? Like a week ago?
Yeah.
I almost spilled it on your table.
That's true. That's true.
Nice catch.
It almost went south.
It almost went south
for the winter. Missouri barbecue. I love a good barbecue, bro. Like any kind of barbecue, to be honest.
I mean, I like it, but it upsets my stomach a lot.
Does it?
Sadly, so I can't eat a lot of it.
It can be brutal on the stomach, but I'm still eating it.
He said, "I'm still eating it. I will take that risk."
Now, this next one is not one I would eat. I don't know if y'all like this, but I would not eat this. That's just me. Montana Rocky Mountain oysters. That is, they look fried. Do they look fried to you? You seeing that picture?
Yeah, they kind of look like fried shrimp or
something. Yeah, because most people that do oysters, I don't think
they like
they aren't fried usually.
Can-like? Or
they usually
like they or whatever?
they do the shell thing. You know how like they open up the shell. Most people do it that way.
I have not ever tried oysters.
Yeah, me neither. I've heard they taste like somewhere between salt water and sewage. But
and
I'm
it's
not
supposed
sure.
to be one of those aphrodisiacs. Right?
I don't know. I don't.
So.
There's people that love it. I'm not one of them.
It just sounds gross to me.
Yeah. No. What is this?
I've never heard of this. Nebraska runzas, or rinzas, however you pronounce it.
They look interesting.
It kind of looks like a Hot Pocket burger, but...
That's what I was going to say. They look like a Hot Pocket with, like, barbecue meat in it or something.
Doughy pocket you can only dream of. Wait, hold on. Just says meaty, tasty, delicious.
Can we look up what's in a runza? Hold on. Let's look that up.
Why? They're so general on this site.
Yeah, the guy whoever did
meaty,
this.
tasty, delicious. You're not gonna describe a little like
okay, fresh baked bread stuffed with ground beef, onions.
Okay, beef.
And secret blend of spices and even cabbage.
That makes sense. Beef because it looked like a burger.
Looks like a beef hot pocket. That's what. Yeah, I would try that.
Hot Pocket.
I've never tried that, but I would try that. Let's go to Nebraska.
Love those.
You wanna go to Nebraska? Let's go to Nebraska.
Let's go to. I'm not crazy about cabbage, but yeah, I'll try a runza.
Well, it says cabbage is optional.
Okay, well, if you could like make it or whatever a certain way, then yeah.
There you go. Nevada. It just says
buffet. Are you kidding me? Buffet. There is no way only Nevada.
No, this is wrong. Okay. Because I know Ohio has some good buffets, too.
I think we found a poo article this time.
Yeah, this article is not the greatest. All right, like, Nevada buffet.
It's laughable.
New Hampshire cider donuts.
Cider donuts.
They're good. They're delicious. They're basically donuts that taste like apple cider. It's got cinnamon and...
I can dig it. I want to try one now.
It's delicious. It is delicious.
I can't believe I've never come across those yet.
We have some in Ohio. They're pretty good.
Ooh, New Jersey. Saltwater taffy.
Now,
I don't know how crazy you are about taffy, but
no, my family likes taffy. Me, not so much. I'm not now. I like the Laffy taffy.
Taffy gets me laffy.
The Laffy taffy,
banana.
But like the saltwater taffy, not a fan. I've had saltwater taffy.
Banana taffy is my favorite.
I don't know. It just doesn't taste that great to me. But if you're a New Jersey native, apparently they like saltwater taffy. New Mexico.
Green chilies.
Looks like what, peppers? Green peppers.
Chilies are green peppers.
Yeah, green chili peppers. Dude, they're good to add to everything, so I guess why not? New York bagels. Now I would agree with this one because New York is known for bagels, and I have quite a few friends who are obsessed with New York bagels.
I was never partial to bagels, mainly because they're so like rough or
I like
hard.
I like them if they're creative. Now, when I went to college, there used to be this restaurant that we go to, and they would make sandwiches out of bagels.
I've had bagel sandwiches.
They're delicious.
Like bacon, egg bagels, for instance.
Yeah, but like the one that I would get would be like either an Italian pepperoni and pizza sauce one, or there's like a Dagwood one with like several meats on it.
Why can't they make bagels soft?
I don't know.
Is what I'm wondering.
I mean, it feels like to me they either
like they have to be.
They
hard?
make them too tough, or they, if you toast them just right, you can get them to be crunchy and they're not that bad. But sometimes if they're not toasted enough, they're a little bit tough, I think.
Somebody.
All right, what's North Carolina?
A soft bagel. Anyway, pork barbecue.
Pork barbecue.
I
love barbecue, man.
It's specified pork this time.
I love barbecue. I can't help it. All right, let's motor some through these because we got to get to our last.
I can read.
Article.
I can speed read if you want me to.
All right, what's some more?
North Dakota has bison burgers. Is that an actual bison? No, it can't be, right?
Bison burgers actually are.
It's big again. Anyway,
it's
Ohio,
a tougher meat, I think.
Buckeyes, of course. That's
Buckeyes. Buckeyes are good.
Everybody knows.
I don't know why we're known for just Buckeyes though. We have plenty of other food.
Yeah, Oklahoma chicken fried steak. That sounds pretty good, actually.
Delicious. I love chicken fried
Oregon, Marionberry Pie.
Looks like a blackberry pie.
I'm not sure I've ever had a Marionberry.
But it looks good. Looks good.
Pennsylvania has cheesesteak. I think I've had plenty of cheesesteak.
Cheesesteak is delicious. Love cheesesteak.
Rhode Island clam cakes.
Never had them.
Never had.
They look like
more seafood.
Fried hush puppies.
South Carolina says sweet tea.
Just sweet tea. That's not even a food, guys. Come on,
I mean,
now.
it's a drink, so I guess it technically counts.
Whatever.
South Dakota.
That's
Cooching?
more vague than chili peppers.
That's more vague than bread.
Bread.
South Dakota, Cooching. I've never heard of this before.
Cooching. How do you even say
that?
Custard?
Paired with doughy pastry paired with fruit and custard. Okay, I can dig it. I want some.
I'd try it. Yeah.
Tennessee hot chicken.
I love Tennessee hot
chicken.
Yes.
There's been chicken, fried chicken, now hot chicken.
Now
or
it's
right?
very spicy, but you know how you and I talked about like being able to taste it? You can still taste it. So it's not like
can you taste it?
You're not dying. You know what I mean? Like
I just heard from you they could taste it.
Your taste buds are not like fried out the wazoo. Go ahead.
Texas, Tex-Mex.
Okay, I
I've
love
heard of
Tex-Mex.
the Tex-Mex sauce.
Queso, all that kind of stuff.
Utah, Jell-O.
Why Jell-O?
I really want to put somebody's stapler in Jell-O.
It's not a party without Jell-O shots.
It's not a party until you put somebody's stuff in Jell-O.
Now this one's good.
Vermont, maple syrup.
They are known for maple syrup. It is delicious.
Like, what is that?
It's good.
Sustenance.
Just trust me, it's good. It's sugar. It's
Virginia, apples. No, I thought another place had apples before.
I don't know, apparently.
Washington, pho. What?
What is that?
Pho? Vietnamese noodle soup. Okay.
So in other words, the food for Washington is not even native to Washington.
It's not even American. That's weird. West Virginia. Hey, here's one of your favorites, pepperoni roll.
Hey, those are good. Pepperoni roll, kind of like a stromboli without the sauce.
Really? Wisconsin.
Yes. Now this one's true. Wisconsin is known for their cheese, like ridiculously. So
Wisconsin has the best cheese out there, and I think we're a little jealous that we don't get a little Wisco cheese every day. Oh, that's news to me. I didn't realize that was the leading authority of cheese.
Well, apparently.
Wyoming, beef jerky. I love beef jerky, man.
I love me
There's
some beef
so
jerky,
many different varieties.
If you can get,
but it's so expensive.
If you can get a decent beef jerky, that's
oh, I guess that's the last one.
That's the last one, man. All right, we made it. Beef jerky. I don't know. Beef jerky is one of those things. Like some days I have a taste for it, some days I don't. It just
Dude,
depends.
I could eat beef jerky all day, every day.
Oh man.
Just saying.
Yeah. That could definitely haunt me for life if I ate the wrong beef jerky. And speaking of haunting, let's head into our final story of the day. All right. So speaking of scary things and spooky things,
in spooky season.
We're gonna dial up some ghost stories for you. The first story.
Dial up. We ain't in that age anymore.
We're gonna go back to it. The apocalypse hits. We're gonna go back to dial up. The kids will be asking their parents, Daddy, what's dial up? Let me tell you, son. No.
That is a horror story in itself, right there.
It is a very scary story. We got some ghost stories for you all.
12 real ghost stories that will send shivers down your spine.
I don't think we're going to do all 12, though.
I don't know if I'll actually get some shivers.
We don't have time for all 12, but we're going to do some. First story, The Little Hands. I don't know about you, but that's just creepy.
It sounds creepy. It's just the title.
Sounds creepy. You know?
Little hands are coming.
Little hands.
Why?
All right, here's what it says. I've never lived in a haunted house, but my mother did as a teen. Writes Reddit.com user patented space hook. Recounting a true event. A true, quote unquote, true event. Other houses on her street had strange things going on too. A few homes away from her lived a family. One night, the daughter went to bed with a bad headache. The next day, she was dead?
What? Oh.
She'd passed away from an aneurysm. After her funeral, the family went away to get their minds off the tragedy. And the father asked the uncle, my mom's brother, to check on their pets. My mom and dad, who were dating at the time, went with them. My mother had heard there was a grand piano and she wanted to play it. My dad was studying to be a veterinarian. After entering the house, my uncle and father headed to the basement to see the animals, and my mother went to the piano on the ground floor. She was playing it when she felt something brush her ankles. I don't know about you, but have you ever been into like a lake or an ocean and the fish hit your feet? It is like the worst feeling in the world. Something brushes up against your feet or your legs.
You're like, who's trying to catch me, right?
And you're like, oh no, they're going to eat me.
Am I the catch of the day today?
But really, they're just swimming around trying to figure out what the heck you are.
Any old how.
She thought a cat must have left the basement and walked past her. She kept playing. Then she felt it again. Ooh. She looked under the piano, and there was nothing there. When she started again, she felt the hands clasp her legs tightly.
Oh, what?
Ooh! She dashed to the basement door, called my uncle and father, and waited for them. Back outside, my uncle could tell my mom was rattled and asked what was wrong. She told him what had happened, and he turned white. He told her the daughter who had died used to play a game with her father. When he played the piano, she'd crawl underneath, grab his ankles, and push his feet up and down on the pedals.
What?
Woo! That sends chills up my spine, bro.
Did it really?
That's crazy. Can you imagine? Like, you're just playing the piano, and like
somebody grabs your feet.
Somebody grabs you, and there's nobody there. Like, that's crazy.
Oh, hi, little one.
All right, let's do another one. How about
which one?
Let me see. We're gonna read a few.
One,
I'm looking through, see which ones.
Well, you say the title, and I'll read it, I guess.
How about The Boy with No Eyes?
Great. How far down is that?
It's only a couple more, I think. There it is.
Okay, I found it. The Boy with No Eyes. That sounds pretty
sounds
spooky.
Creepy, right?
Pretty creepy.
All right.
One night when I was 10, I was woken up by my bedroom door opening, followed by someone sitting on my bed. Reddit.com user KMendo4 recalls of a childhood brush with a very persistent ghostly apparition.
Don't die in me, bro.
Excuse me, sorry. I felt my leg grazed and the bed sink under a person's weight. It's just Mom, I thought, and I opened my eyes. It was not my mom.
That's the worst.
I found an eyeless boy. He had black, empty sockets, about my age, sitting at the foot of my bed. Jeez.
That's creepy, bro.
He extended his hand, and in it was a little box. I was startled but reached out. He pulled back. I reached again and said, "Give it." Then I blinked, and when I reopened my eyes, he was gone. But I could still see the imprint where he'd sat on my bed. Fast forward 5 years. My girlfriend came over to do homework. After she finished, she took a nap while she waited for her parents. When they arrived, I tried waking her up. She opened her eyes suddenly, looking up at a corner where the wall met the ceiling. She pointed there and went back to sleep. What?
That's weird. That's
I
weird.
shook her again. She came to full consciousness, and I explained what she'd done. She looked haunted. Up on the wall, I saw a little boy with no eyes. He was there in a Spider-Man pose, staring at me. Jeez, that is
Eyeless
creepy.
Spider-Man? What?
I freaked out and told her my story about the same kid.
It was Miles Morales with no eyes.
Fast forward another 5 years. I was with the same girlfriend, and we had a 2-year-old. We were living in my parents' house in my old room. My daughter started waking up at the same time every night, and she'd talk. After a while, I noticed she had almost the same conversation every night. Oh, man, this is creepy.
Is this at the same house?
I playfully asked her once whom she was talking to. She said, "It's a little boy. He's nice. He's lost and looking for his mommy." My daughter's nightly conversations continued until we got our own place later that year.
So it has
sounds
to
like
be
it
the
was
same house,
place.
right? Bro, what are you doing in that house? Get out of the house.
That doesn't matter usually with hauntings. Like if you move, that spirit's going to travel with you.
No, most of the hauntings I've read stay in the same place.
I've seen plenty of movies where the spirit still travels.
You've watched too many movies.
The Conjuring.
Most of the real life stories, it's usually the same place, and it's usually it has to deal with something in that house.
The Conjuring.
If they were in that house, the same
Insidious.
house, they should have moved after the first time, is all I'm saying.
Did you forget about Insidious?
I'm just telling you, bro. I'm just telling you. Most of the stuff that's real life, that's not a movie, has to do with something staying in the same place.
Moving's the solution.
The only reason, yeah, like I would. Heck yeah. Like, especially if your daughter or somebody's having the same things you dealt with. Nah,
I'm a nutcase.
I'm out of there.
I'll stay there.
You would stay there. You creepy person. Nah, but yeah, I would definitely be out of there.
I want to see ghosts, but they're teasing me. Apparently.
All right, here's a good one. The ghost of Frederick Jordan. All right.
I need a laptop again.
It's down a little bit.
I found
Did you
it.
find it? Okay. This real life ghost story concerns a man named Frederick Jordan, who held one of the most lonely and desolate jobs in existence. I love these stories about lighthouses. Jordan was a lighthouse keeper for Penfield Reef Lighthouse off the coast of Fairfield, Connecticut. Built in 1874, the lighthouse was primarily a way of warning ships of a treacherous hidden reef, responsible for more than its fair share of harbor accidents. You ever read about lighthouse jobs, dude? They were some of the hardest jobs, and they were boring. You didn't get to see anybody. You lived on that island, and there was nobody. It was just you, the ocean waves, and a lot of the times back then they didn't have like technology or anything. So
He probably went crazy.
who knows? But lighthouse jobs, I know a lighthouse job would probably drive me crazy, unless you just wanted to be away from people and you just wanted to live a quiet life.
But even then,
yeah, but then
still.
you don't get to talk to anybody. Your supplies get brought to you.
What year was this? 1916.
Yeah.
There was no technology. There's no phone, there wasn't cell phones, obviously. So.
Yeah, and all your supplies is brought to you by ship. They just drop stuff off and they
So
leave.
you just got the occasional ship conversation.
That's it.
Like,
That would be crazy, man.
I don't know if I could do it.
I don't know if I could either. In 1916, Frederick Jordan was the head lighthouse keeper. Hold on. Oh, sorry, my nose is messing with me. In 1916, Frederick Jordan was the head lighthouse keeper. Tragically, he drowned in a boating accident just before Christmas of that year,
Oh man.
when he was caught in a gale while rowing home to see his family. Dang, that sucks. Ever since then, lighting and equipment malfunctions and the lighthouse have been blamed on Jordan's spiritual presence.
Poseidon was mean to him.
I guess so. But even more chilling is that the keepers of the Penfield Reef Lighthouse often find the lighthouse logbook open to the day Jordan died.
What? That's pretty cool.
That's crazy.
Actually.
That's crazy. And locals have recounted witnessing an unidentifiable figure appearing on the water to help stray boats find their way to safety near the reef. So he's still doing his job, even in the afterlife, bro. He's still leading boats to
He was
safety.
committed, man.
Oh, my
He
God.
well, even though that wind got me, I gotta do it.
He has never stopped working since then. Oh, my goodness,
Hey, I want to
man.
do this one next.
Okay. Let's go.
I don't know what it's about, but the
Let
ghost
me-
who came to play.
All right. Let's find out.
This true ghost story might strike you as more awe than eek, but only until you consider that we really have no idea what our four-legged friends can sense that we cannot, including the scariest of scary stories. Can dogs see ghosts? Do you think dogs can see ghosts?
I think animals can see and sense a lot of things that we can't see.
I think cats can too.
There's been many stories about animals like cats and dogs seeing angels or helping people. I see
this phenomena on a daily basis, dude. Because Tessa will be like sitting on my lap or on my chest or something, and suddenly she like poke her ears up.
Yep.
And look around.
Suddenly. I think they can sense stuff that we can't, for sure.
And there would never be anybody around, nobody at the door, nothing like that. And I'm like, okay, you seeing and sensing something. I don't know what it is, but I love to see that.
No, I think you're right. I think they can see and sense stuff that we can't.
Anyway, can dogs see ghosts? Well, there are plenty of dog experts out there, including veterinarians, who will attest to the fact that there's lots of documentation that could support the notion that dogs can sense paranormal activity. As Jesus Aramendi, DVM, a senior veterinarian from Fort Chewy, put it. Hey, look, Jesus. And then there's the fact that this story came to Reader's Digest directly from a well-known psychic medium, Christy Robinette, who has used her ghost whispering skills to help detectives solve confounding cases. I kind of want to meet this Christy. What's that about?
That was my ghost whispering skill.
That's your ghost whispering skill. Okay.
Yeah.
You're not, critically acclaimed or whatever. So
no, nobody knows about my skills.
I'm just going to disregard that.
I'm a hidden talent, bro.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Well, I want to see it in action.
I'm going to be discovered someday.
Can I continue to read the article?
Yeah, go ahead.
The story?
Yeah.
Marlene settled onto her side. Cut it out. Just until I'm done.
All right.
Marlene settled onto her side of the this guy of the bed and patted Jack's pillow beside her. Robinette told Reader's Digest. A year had gone by.
I got him doing it now.
You got me doing it now. But Marlene was still adjusting to widowhood. Maybe it was crazy to think that after 40 years of marriage she would ever adjust. Elmer, the golden retriever, seemed to understand this from the very first. That cold, moonless night when Marlene returned alone from the hospital, Elmer did something he'd never done before. He jumped up onto Jack's side of the bed and laid his head on a pillow. Jack would never have allowed it, Robinette pointed out, but Marlene didn't shoo him off. Instead, she laid down beside Elmer and let the peaceful sound of his snoring lull her to sleep. The next night was the same, and the night after that. Over the past year, it had grown into a comforting routine, but not tonight. Tonight was the first time Elmer had left Marlene alone in the bed since Jack's passing. But hearing the nails clicking on the wood floor downstairs, Marlene recognized the sound of Elmer requesting outsies. With a sigh, Marlene made her way down the stairs to the foyer. But Elmer wasn't pacing in front of the big oak door. Rather, he was dancing?
Wagging his tail. He was excited.
And wiggling and bowing, just like he used to do when Jack would come home from work. Oh. To Marlene, it felt as if Jack had just come home, and Robinette, who is known for her intuition about these things, believes that is indeed what happened.
Oh, that's cool. So, in other words, he saw something and was basically playing like he used to. Yeah.
Saw Jack.
Yeah.
Sensed Jack.
Yeah, and he was playing like he used to. Oh,
That
is cool, dude.
That is pretty crazy.
That's crazy, but it's also, that's kind of cool. I like that. All right, guys, what was your favorite ghost story this week? And you know what? We'll get into some more spooky stuff next time. So what do you think? From the WWV?
Please stay weird.
Please stay weird. All right. See you guys next time.
See ya.